and I give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Madam President. Let me also begin by thanking Deputy Special Envoy Najat Rushdie and ASG Joyce Masuya for their briefings, and we also thank Madam Kulani for her important contribution. Pakistan shares long-standing and brotherly ties with the people of Syria. We recognize the immense suffering that they have endured due to years of conflict and foreign intervention. And yet, we are beginning to see glimmers of hope. We believe that a Syrian-led, Syrian-owned political process based on key principles of Security Council Resolution 2254 provides the best way forward. Earlier this month, a Pakistani delegation visited Damascus and met with Foreign Minister Asad al-Shaybani. The visit reaffirmed our commitment to Syria's sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity, and explored ways to further strengthen our bilateral partnership. We also acknowledge the positive role played by regional and international actors, including Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Qatar, the EU, and the United States in supporting Syria's stabilization. We commend the continued efforts of the Special Envoy to foster inclusive dialogue. And President, allow me to briefly highlight 5 key points here. First, we welcome recent steps on the political front, especially the formation of the Supreme Committee for Elections. As the Special Envoy also noted, this could be an important step toward broader constitutional and institutional progress. Second, the humanitarian situation remains dire. Over 16 million people require assistance, with more than 14 million facing food insecurity. We must ensure that humanitarian aid remains timely, predictable, and unimpeded. Third, the recent easing of sanctions, including the U.S. General License 25, and steps taken by the EU and the United Kingdom, is a welcome development. These measures can help unlock humanitarian access and support early recovery and self-reliance. Fourth, the threat of terrorism persists. Groups like ISIL and foreign terrorist fighters continue to operate within Syria, posing threats to both national and regional security. We must not, therefore, lose focus on this front. Fifth, we are deeply concerned about the regional impact of Israeli military actions in Syria. These attacks violate Syria's sovereignty and breach international law, including Security Council Resolutions 350 and 497. They risk undermining the fragile gains made on the ground. We call for full compliance with the 1974 disengagement agreement and reiterate the need to uphold Syria's sovereignty without exception. Madam President, Syria stands at a delicate yet hopeful juncture. Our collective responsibility is to sustain this momentum by continuing humanitarian assistance, by promoting inclusive governance, and by upholding Syria's sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity. Pakistan will remain a steadfast partner of the Syrian people. Madam President, in conclusion, I would like to add that in the regional context, we are gravely concerned by the continued Israeli military aggression in Gaza, strikes in Syria, and the latest ongoing aggression against Iran, which carry serious implications for regional peace and security. These actions have increased instability, exacerbated humanitarian suffering, and risk spiraling wider conflict. Such conduct is in clear violation of international law and UN Charter. This needs to end. The Security Council must fulfill its responsibility in that regard by calling for an immediate cessation of hostilities and urgent steps to de-escalate the situation across the region and promote dialogue and diplomacy to ensure long-term peace and stability in the Middle East. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Pakistan for his statement, and I